Hello, I'm Alicia. I hope you're doing as tremendously as possible. Um, I deleted a video about John Foss, who was a producer for Truth and Treason, which is in theaters now. So I feel validated to do this one about Russ Kendall, another producer. They were talking with director Matt Whitaker in the same video. Which was commemorating the 80th anniversary of, or regarded the 80th anniversary of Helmut Hubner's death. He was executed for opposing Hitler, and that's what Truth and Treason is about. So I realized that the issue I had with John in that video is not the same as the issue that I have with Russ in that video. And I think this could have been prevented because the video was, they could have edited it however they wanted before releasing it. So they should have taken better care. Russ, number one, and so the two issues, not saying that one is more important than the other, but one is Russ makes clear that he is completely fine with Helmut Hubner and two boys hanging around the home of some young women. I myself, despite being a woman, am fine with it because they're young kids. They didn't do anything. It's not like they were, grown-up men who were hanging around young women's house. However, to be so embracing of that, like, is a little weird. Like, Russ made clear that he would have encouraged it. That's what it seems like. That it seems clear that he would have encouraged Helmut to keep doing this. That and there were better things that Helmut could have done with his time. So then hanging out, and obviously like opposing Hitler, but although I'm not saying he has to oppose Hitler rather than hang out at the home of young women. That's not what I'm saying. But that was weird. And then he also then was talking about he was applauding essentially a Nazi for trying to save Helmut's life. Like, oh, he's put his career on the line by doing that. Well, how about a life of reform from the Nazi? I mean, he was a Nazi. I think there was bigger issue. He should have definitely like put his neck out for Helmut. So that's just a basic level of decency. So I know I did a couple of videos that had a bigger theme that Russ said these two things, and I did a video for each that had a bigger theme with, I think I made clear that these two things that Russ said made me want to talk about a theme. But I'm sorry, I woke up this morning thinking about this. Thinking about both, but thinking mostly about, and I thought about both the prior morning too. Just that there's nothing that the Nazi, who, also, Helmut was a family member of this Nazi who decided to break from the party just to try to save Helmut's life. Helmut was a family member too, but to try to spare the life of anyone, unless they're like a Hitler, like, or just terrible individual, just a filled with evil individual. There's no applause for that. There's nothing. We can't celebrate Nazis being willing to try to preserve an innocent boy's life just because he put his career on the line. He shouldn't have been a Nazi. That's the bigger thing here. So I was really blown away when Russ made that comment, and when Russ embraced Helmut just hanging out, with Helmut and the other boys just hanging out. Helmut is a hero, but and I give him a pass because he didn't do anything wrong, one, and number two, he's he's a kid and his hormones are going crazy. The testosterone's going crazy in him. Still wouldn't have been okay if he'd done something, you know, done something wrong or even harassed the any you know the young women, any of them. But I just get uncomfortable hearing a grown man talking about just so just making clear. I'll put the video in the description. Making clear that he is so okay with Helmet just hanging out around these these young women. That's just, as a woman, that really bothers me, and I wouldn't want to be alone in the dark with somebody like that. And it bothers me just as much that he would say, and I didn't just wake up thinking about it. I thought about it for a while this morning. Like, damn, like you're applauding a Nazi? He put his career on the line because he tried to spare the life of an innocent family member? I know I'm repeating myself at this point, but the video, a better video that pertains to the film, but it pertains to Truth and Treason, but isn't the film, is the one about the 20-year journey, how Matt Whitaker started in 2002. This 80-year video is, with the producers, could have been a lot better, and they should have. I love Matt with all my heart. I think he's called and chosen. He was to tell Helmet's story, but this video, they had full editorial control of the video, and this got out. So thanks for watching.